Howdy, Saints. Let me get this just a little bit better. Now, you don't hear old Brother Anthony speak much on Leviticus. But today we fix to speak on Leviticus. In Leviticus, God gave commandments unto his people. There was a purpose for those commandments, and those people carried those commandments out. Today, with our eyes, if those commandments would be carried out, it would just, it's something else. So, let's start in Leviticus, what man calls chapter 20. And the Lord spoke unto Moses, saying, Again thou shalt say to the children of Israel, Whosoever of the children of Israel, or of the strangers that sojourn in Israel, that giveth of his seed unto Moloch, he shall surely be put to death. The people of the land shall stone him with stones. That's a command. Command part 2, Annex A, I guess. And I will set my face against that man, and will cut him off from among his people, because he hath given of his seed unto Moloch, to defile my sanctuary, and to profane my holy name. Annex 2, part 3. And if the people of the land do in any ways hide their eyes from this man, when he giveth his seed to Moloch, and kill him not, then I will set my face against that man, and against his family, and will cut him off, and all that go whoring after him, to commit whoredom with Moloch from among their people. And the soul that turneth after such as have familiar spirits, and after wizards, to go whoring after them, I will even set my face against that soul, and cut him off from among his people. Sanctify yourself, therefore, and be ye holy, for I, the Lord your God, and ye shall keep my statutes and do them. I, the Lord, which sanctify you. Let's go to Leviticus 24, what they call. Basically, we're going to be looking at the same thing. And I, the Lord, spoke unto Moses. Well, let's jump down to where I'm going to be speaking on. That's going to be 14. And the Lord spoke unto Moses, saying, And thou shalt speak unto the children of Israel, whosoever curses his God shall bear his sin, and that blasphemeth the name of the Lord, he shall surely be put to death, and all the congregation shall certainly stone him, as well the stranger as he that is born in the land, when he blasphemeth the name of the Lord, shall be put to death. Okay. So what are we going to speak on today? What's the common thread here? Stoning. Back in the day, God commanded his people, today that's with the old covenant saints, today it would be the new covenant saints. God commanded the old covenant saints to stone certain people outside the gate. I like that part, outside the gate. You know, rebellious children, take them outside the gate. Once, stone to death. Now, a lot of people speak that at the cross, when grace entered, that God changed. He's not as serious as sin as he was back then, because God is love and he has presented us with grace so we can become as the children of God. God ain't changed, folks. Now, we don't take them outside the gates and stone them to death anymore, but they are still to be unto us as dead. We see in 1 Corinthians 5 where Paul is correcting. Actually, it's the first admonishment letter to a congregation that is in sin. And we all know, if you want to go read Joshua, what happens when there's sin in the camp. I see Joshua didn't know, and a lot of them people that died didn't know because of that sin that entered the camp. But there were some people in the camp that knowed it. And what did Leviticus say? If you don't, if you turn your eyes to it, God's going to take care of you too. So in 1 Corinthians 5, we see Paul writing a first correctional letter of admonishment to an entire congregation on sin in the camp. And he said simply as this: I've told you not to. A lot of people want to say, well, it deals with fornication. No, Paul deals with, matter of fact, let's just pull it up. 1 Corinthians 5. Let's pull it up. That way we don't have no ifs, ands, or buts, and maybes. I wrote unto you in an epistle not to company with fornicators, yet not altogether with the fornicators of the world. That means unbelievers. Or with the covenants, or extortioners, or with idolaters. For then we must ye needs go out of the world. We have to work with them. We have to shop with them. We have to be around them. But now I have written unto you not to keep company. If any man that is called a brother, if any man that is called a brother, I'll repeat that because a lot of people say, well, they was never saved in the first place. Okay, if any man that is called a brother be a fornicator, be a covetous, be an idolater, be a railer. Boy, now we get picky. Yeah, because I can understand the fornicator, covetous, and idolater, but now a railer or a drunkard or an extortioner, with such a one, no, not eat. They are to be as dead unto you. Now, God ain't changed. What does it say in Leviticus? Because God ain't changed. We see the Levitical law right here. We see that old Levitical law that God gave to the saints of old. God still gives that to the saints of the new as well. So if we know a brother who's in fornication, or is a coveter, or an idolater, or a railer, or a drunkard, or a extortioner, and I like another portion, Paul says, many other things, with such a one, no, not to eat. Now, there's a lot of folks that has turned a blind eye to many of brothers in these, and a lot of other things, gossip, etc., etc. Those that sow the seed of discord. Well, the railer is what hits me. You don't know what railer means? Let's look up railer. I looked it up one time, but I don't want to misquote. You know, I'm all about not misquoting the Word of God. One who scoffs, one who insults, one who censures, Wow, one who censures, despise my prophecy, or reproaches with a language. Let's go here. Definition from the King James Dictionary. One who scoffs, insults, censures, or reproaches with oppropous, oppRobRious. Yep, I gotta go look that up too. So I'm just gonna hold up here. Well, I gotta go see what I don't even know what that word means, but it's with the language. Other with your words. All right. Uh, do that. Here we go. Expressing scorn or criticism. Now, like I said, God ain't changed. The covenant has, but God ain't. Whereas at one time God charged us to be vengeful in some things. Now in the new better covenant, we're never to be vengeful, for it says in Romans 12 and Hebrews 10, 2 3, that's God's job. He'll do all that. But they're still supposed to be as dead to us. You understand this? A lot of people out there are in full blown rebellion to God in this issue. Now, I'm going to address, like Paul did in Romans, he spoke to the saints, the converted Israelites, and the converted Gentiles. I'm going to do the same thing here on the speaking. Unto you babies that don't know a whole lot yet, you should still know that fornication is fornication, that railing is railing. See, there's no excuse for you babies. Now, we can't go and correct them. You're not spiritual elders yet, because you might stumble into an offense in your own. But you're still without excuse. You have the same Bible that I have. I'm nothing more than just a man with a Bible. Now, to you spiritual elders, if you don't take care of things like this, if you don't set the example for that babe that is watching you, you're in trouble with God. Not my word, his. We have a multitude of building assemblies in this area. And at any given time, there are members sitting, and I mean members, they're a part of the assembly, sitting in that congregation that are in fornication, that are extortioners, that are idolaters, that are covetous, that are railers. I have many railers come against me. They don't offend me no more. Why? I know they're coming. Brother Joe, I've seen him. He's had a couple of railers just jump up on him. I like the way he's handling it. I really do. So, although we are not to stone them anymore, they are to be as dead to us. And if they're not, you yourself are in rebellious, transgressional sin, full blown rebellion. But we're supposed to love them and love them like God does. I'm supposed to love them, but I'm to obey God. Do you understand that? I'll say that again because I'm fixing to close. We are to love them, but I am to obey God. See y'all next time. I'm always praying for you. Love y'all.